Morning, everybody. New day, new project, new pair of pajamas. It's time to do some body work and finish up this old F100.
We're going to experiment with painting the whole truck with Rust-Oleum and tractor spray paint. We'll see how long it holds up and how it goes down.
So I'm going to start with some 180 grit on a VA sander. See how that does for us. That'll work probably for everything on the roof. When it gets into the new filler, we'll probably step her down to 80 grit. Get it down nice and quick and smooth and flat. Let's give it a whirl. See what we get. So the 180's taking the stuff off pretty good, all the surface rust and leveling out the paint. I think we're just going to keep sticking with that for everything. It's easy to get to. Get all the sanding done, then we're going to tape this thing off. That'll probably be the most time-intensive part, is taping off the trim, taping off the windows. And I'm going to do what you're not supposed to do. We'll sand everything. We'll clean it off. I'll just take the air compressor, blow it off, and then wipe it down. Then we'll tape it off. And then I'm going to prime it and paint it without redoing the tape because I just don't have that kind of patience. All right, get masked up because this is getting dusty, especially with the fiberglass. I don't want to be breathing that. So got the mask on. We're gonna go ahead and I already did the other side, but I figured I'd show you on this side. Let's go ahead and smooth this out and see what our panel looks like. Pretty good. Might be a little hard to tell, but it's pretty good straight. Good shape to it. There are some spots I need to fill. A little on the edges, mostly right here at the top at the seam. But not bad. Stick a little bit of filler on that. That'll look good. Take some regular body filler, try and fill in our little pinholes here. All right, I spared you some of the less exciting stuff. The truck's in the garage. I went ahead and 320'd the whole thing, so we 80'd the real bad spots, 180'd the whole truck. Went through all the Bondo, did it, 320'd the whole truck, including the Bondo, and I had to get creative and use my Dremel to get in these window moldings, and they're not perfect, but I think they're okay. And once it's all painted in one color, at least you're not going to be drawn to it as bad. Perfect is definitely not what we're going for. I mean, it's, look at it, right? It's a good, my goal is, even my high bar is make this a 20-footer. I just want it to be all one color, look decent, and not rust more. I'm still on the fence with whether I'm going to even keep this truck or not. I'm going to keep one of the F100s around. I like to always have one. I don't know if I want to keep this or the red one. So I'm not going to spend a tremendous amount of time, but if I do decide to sell this, at least having it all the right color is going to help sell it, and it's not going to be all rusty. So we're going to preserve it a little bit and improve the resale value a little bit. And then if we decide to keep it and hang on to it, we can really go nuts. And we could repaint this and actually use the proper stuff and a gun. I could replace this super bang dented up fender. There's a lot more we could do, but I'm not going to do that right off the bat. All right, it's several hours later, and we've got the thing taped off pretty good. Just wearing a skirt. Got all the side windows, handles, emblems, everything taped off. Everything down below is taped off because I'll do the top half first and then worry about the bottom later. I've given up on the windshield and back window, and I'm just going to hold a piece of cardboard up as I spray because I want to get some paint on this thing. And I've been at this for like 2 hours taping off.
As you can guess, this would prove to be a very messy mistake.
I'm going to tape off that wiper and then get to it. Here we go. Alright, so the first coat's on. It's not perfectly even, but it's not bad up there. I haven't gotten everything on the sides yet, but honestly, I probably don't even need to prime it all. I'm going in with a very similar light color, so I just really wanted to get all the exposed metal, which we've got. Did all the way down this side too. Our repairs don't look amazing. They're still going to need some finesse work, but I got to get some paint on this thing just to protect on it. So we're going to keep plugging forward anyway. But that needs to be sanded back down. It needs some it needs some really fine filler. I need like some glazing putty or something to really get that right. But we look pretty good, I think, considering there was just big holes in it before. That's pretty hideous there, though. So that needs some putty. But in the meantime, it'll be colored anyhow. Once the color's on it, it might even blend a little bit more. We'll see. All right, we are working on first coat of paint. So I got it primed. You guys saw that. Off camera, I went ahead, went behind, chased everything with 800 grit sandpaper. Sprayed it down and then wiped it down again, and just putting my base coat on. Realized I forgot to bring y'all along, so here we are, and we're laying down some paint. So this coat can be pretty hideous, honestly. It's just giving us something to let the rest bite onto. Let me move you guys, position you. Sit back, watch, and relax. 3 coats on top. Looks good. Shine actually, I think, looks nice. We'll see once it's finally dry. But if we're coming out of a rattle can, I think it's about as good as we can expect. I just taped off. We're going to hit the bottom side now. I'm going to try and get all of the light blue done today. So that way, all we have to do is just touch up this side and then do the other side in the dark blue. And then she's done. And then it can get out of my garage.
Yay!
And 3 coats everywhere done. You can see the shine on it. It actually is highly reflective right now. It's got a really good gloss. And it's not perfect. I mean, if you get really close on it, you can see all the little pits and stuff that I did not dig all the way out of the paint. You can definitely tell where I've Bondoed. But it is all one color. It is all back together. Honestly, I didn't really get a whole lot of runs. I got a couple little ones. Most of the stuff that was in it was just stuff that I didn't take out doing really hardcore body work because, I mean, I didn't feel like it. But this thing came out really sharp, actually. Tomorrow I will flip it around. I'll do the tailgate, the last little piece of the bed, and then do the center stripes. We'll see what this thing looks like all finished off. Peel that tape and get the grand reveal. But I think she's looking pretty snazzy.
Is it perfect? No. Does it look way better than it did? Absolutely. To the untrained eye, it would just look like a really bad, like, Mako job. You know, it really doesn't look like it's from a spray can. And will it not last very long? Yeah, probably. But it'll last long enough for me to decide, A, if I want to keep it, or B, long enough for it to look decent when I sell it. And it's not a used car salesman gimmick. I mean, I'll tell them, hey, I did a cheapo paint job on it just to get rid of the rust. And it worked, and it's going to protect it, and it looks nice. I'm really excited to see what this looks like with another final coat on this side, do the blue on the other, and then peel all this tape. I think this thing's going to actually look really good. I like this kind of baby blue on the Ford. It looks really nice. I'm actually happy with it, and we're in it for probably less than $100. We're probably like about $100 in paint. And some labor. And I've done this in, let's see, today's Monday. I spent a couple hours after work painting it today. And then I spent basically most of Sunday. So really 2 full days and this thing will be done. And that's a lot of improvement for 2 days. So it's going to look way better, way less rusty. There's no holes in it. I'm happy.
All right, stole away a couple more minutes and we're working on the sides. Let's check it out. So, sides looking good and glossy. This is actually Ace brand International Tractor Paint, gloss blue. But this stuff comes out great. It gets a good gloss if you put the final coat on real wet. I mean, that's a real nice shine. And I want to keep it as even as possible, so we're doing just the cab. And then I'm going to do the entire bed after. We'll flip this thing around once we get this done. But that's looking real good. So we've got, that's done on that side. That was 4 coats total. All the light blue's done. We got primer plus at least 3 coats everywhere, 4 in spots. So that's looking real good. This side I've already done once. You guys saw that. But we got a little overspray on it, and it's got some white spots anyway, so I didn't bother taping it off a lot. We're going to go ahead and give this at least another probably 2 coats. And then we should be done with the front half of this truck. Bam. That's it for the cab. First glimpse in the daylight. That's the rough side. That looks pretty sharp. Well, we're in the home stretch. Now that everything in the garage is covered in a fine layer of blue. We've got all the baby blue work done, and it actually came out really nice. I mean, obviously, I stopped caring about body work about 10 feet that way. So the tailgate still got, I mean, it's riddled with holes all through the back here. I didn't body fill. I didn't really do a whole lot of sanding. I didn't do any corrections back here. I just painted it for now. This tailgate is a wreck. I mean, it's riddled all the way through. It's got these big dents in it. It's pretty rotten. It's probably not worth putting body work into. My best bet would just be to replace this tailgate. Should we decide to take this thing farther, that's what we would do. But for now, I just want it to be monotone in color. Again, this is just to preserve, protect for now, and we can always address, do more, make tweaks, improve things later. But at least we've got it, you know, sealed and painted and protected on. So more of my favorite thing to do, tape off. So we're going to jam that out, start laying that international blue on here, and by the end of today, paint work will be done. All right, here we are. What should have been a probably 2 to 3 beer job. I got in the zone, so it only took me 1 beer, so I got catching up to do. But we got everything taped off. We got that bedside taped off. Got the tailgate taped off. And bam, got the other side taped off. This side just needs some touch-up coats because I've already done this one. But I want everything to be fresh, and we got some overspray because I wasn't super careful because I knew I was going to touch it up. But so we are finally all prepped off. That is the long part. Now we're ready to blast some paint on this thing and finish it up. After another prep juice, of course. So we just pulled tape, and my goodness, look at that. That two-tone came out excellent. Oh yeah. Yep, ties in real nice with the cab. It's funny, if you look on this side, this light blue paint really doesn't match well from can to can. So if you look real careful, and this light is also harsh for it, you can see the bed is slightly lighter than the cab. If I shine the light that way, it looks more even. But, I mean, you won't be able to tell once it's outside in real light. but the top of that bed actually is slightly lighter. That can was lighter. That stuff, it was weird. Sometimes when you were spraying it, it would come out when you even doesn't matter how much you shook the can. The first couple sprays would come out really dark blue, and then it would start to look right, and then it would look really, really light blue, almost like white. And then if you shook the can, stand it upside down for a little bit, let it sit for a minute, and then sprayed it, it would start to come out of it. So what I started doing was, when I had a fresh can, I would make sure that wouldn't be a final coat, and I'd put that on something that just needed some extra coverage, and then I'd go over it with another can. Problem is, the very last can I did for that top rail, I ran short. I had to use a full can. So I had to go in with a fairly full can, which gave us this slightly lighter bedside. But, come on, it's a spray-painted truck. But, damn thing looks actually really good. I am happy with that for a spray paint job. That thing it came out nice. Probably going to do roll-in bed liner in the bed. But before we get to all that, I mean, we gotta wash this thing. I'm going to paint the bumpers, make them look nice too, put some silver on them. But next thing we got to do is some mechanical work on this thing. I wanted to just get the rust off of it because I felt bad letting it get neglected and sit there. But she's got a freeze plug that's leaking, so we got to address that. We got to give it a little bit of a tune-up and just kind of go through it because we haven't done that on this one. 75 is done. We went through all that. It is good to go. This one, I want to get the freeze plug in it, drive it around a little bit, and then I need to decide between the two of them which one stays, which one goes. One's going to stay here with me in the fleet, and the other's going to hit the road because AC went out in the house the other day, had to put in a new unit, and one of these has to pay for it. So somebody's got to go, somebody's going to stay, get some more love. I don't know, what do you guys think? Which one stays, which one goes? This one looks pretty now, and I do kind of like it, so might be this one. This one's going to have more creature comfort. Interior's in a little bit better shape. It does have the extended cab, which is cool, a little more rare. But the other one's a short bed, which is cool. And it's just a rough survivor truck. It's just kind of the beat around. But they both are. This one's spray painted. Don't let the shininess fool you. It's a beater too. So, I don't know. Which beater do we keep? Which beater goes? Picked up this little trick. You can shoot your spray paint into the cap or into a cup, and then you can put it on with a brush. I've got a foam brush here, and we're just gonna hit it on our letters on the back of the marquee. Add a little bit of flair to this thing. A little brake clean on our rag, and we were able to clean our lettering right up. Bam! Pretty good. Alright, next time you see it, it should be in some daylight outside. Man, this thing came out actually great for coming out of a bunch of spray cans. She was parked outside last night, so she's already got some leaves on her. But my goodness. That is a dramatic improvement. One weekend, about $120 worth of painting materials, and we got ourselves a presentable enough truck, take it down to the car shop down the street and not feel bad. It's still got some work to do. We gotta scrape the windows clean, we gotta brush off the trim. It needs a little sprucing up, but man, What a total transformation. Hope you guys liked it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, subscribe. Let's keep this thing going. See y'all next time when we do more stuff.